Hi everyone, it's Miss Angie from the Portage Public Library, and today I'm going to show you how to make a really easy friendship bracelet. You just need a few basic supplies. So you need some cardboard, something from like a cereal box or a cracker box, a scissor, a pencil or a pen, maybe a ruler, and then some embroidery floss, or if you have yarn at home, that will work too. And then to make a circle shape, you just need a cup. So the first thing we're going to do is make our template to use to make the bracelet. So we need to have a circle made out of cardboard. So I'm going to use this. Okay. And we're going to cut out the circle. Mine's on a ice cream sandwich box. Miss Angie likes those. So we'll cut out our circle. It doesn't have to be perfect because this will turn out even if your circle's not cut out exactly right. All right, so almost got it. All right, so there's my circle. Now this circle needs to have 8 slits cut in it. So think of cutting a pizza. So there's a couple ways you can do it. One of the ways we're gonna do it is we're just gonna eyeball it. So we're gonna go about halfway and we're just gonna draw a line across and we're gonna turn it and we're gonna draw another line across and then we're gonna go diagonal between the two. So like we're making 8 slices of pizza or pie. And again, does not have to be perfect. I don't know if you can see that. Mine did not line up perfectly, and that's okay. But what we need to do is cut a little slit on each edge. So you take your scissor, and you're just gonna cut in a ½ inch or so. Doesn't have to be very far, but you need to cut in on all 8 of your wedges that you drew. And they don't have to be perfect, because it turns out no matter what. All right. The final thing that you need to do is we need to have a hole in the middle. So you might need an adult to help you. I don't have like a good hole puncher, so I'm just gonna try to use my scissor. Okay. So now I got a kind of a hole. If I take a pencil, push it through a little, that helps make a bigger hole. So what do we need the hole for? Well, that is where the thread knot is gonna go through. So we need to pick out some embroidery floss. If you buy it in the store, this is usually how it looks. If you're a crafter like me, you might have it wound on a piece of cardboard. So you're going to need 7 pieces of floss. They can be all the same color, although if they're different colors, it's a more interesting pattern. You could have 4 of the same color and 3 different colors. It just has to be 7. And a good rule of thumb on how long to make it is kind of just your arm length. So take the yarn or the floss, and then you're just gonna cut that. All right, so you'll go along until you have 7 of these. And then you're going to need to tie them in a knot. So maybe I better do a couple more so I can show you. And usually I'll line up the first one, and then I can get an idea of how to cut the second one. All right, let's grab a couple more. How about some blue? Okay. It's not coming off very well. All right, so once I get this one, I'll show you how to make the knot. And if you're unsure on how to make knots, you can just ask an adult or an older brother or sister. So when you make the knot, you're going to want to leave 2 to 3 inches on the end, because that's what you're going to use at the end to tie your bracelet. So let's make our knot. And there we go. Then what you'll do is you'll take your circle, and I'm going to keep this side up because this side's distracting for me. And you're going to put your knot through the hole, bring the little end through, so then that is the back side, and the top is your threads. So what you're going to do then is you'll take each of your threads and put them in one of the 8 slots. You'll have one empty slot. So you see how this top one, there's no thread in there? That's because we only have 7 threads, but there are 8 spots. And this is where it's important. So once you have this all set up, how this works is you are going to count counterclockwise 3. So 1, 2, 3. You'll take that thread off and you'll move it to the empty spot. Now you turn it, and now you see your empty spot is here. 1, 2, 3. You're going to grab that thread, pull it, and move it into that slot. And it just keeps rotating around. So this slot is empty, 1, 2, 3, and we're going to move that one to the empty spot. So what starts to happen is those threads start to weave together on the underside. So every once in a while you're going to want to pull this down a little tighter and make sure that it's not like coming back through the top of the hole. Okay, so you can see this one I already did ahead of time, pretty far, but I wanted to show you how to end one. So once you've done this for quite a while, and it's a good activity to do if you're just sitting in front of the TV, you can just count 3 and move it over and keep moving the thread all around. But you'll just want to check it and see if it's long enough to go around your wrist. And I feel like that's a pretty good size for me. So then you need to end it. So to end it, you're going to take all of these threads off. And then we're going to pull it through the back once I get them all off. Okay, pull it through. And now we need to tie another knot at the end. So we'll try to get as close as we can to where we finished with our bracelet. It's pretty good. So then you see how on this end we have a couple inches. We'll want to cut off all this extra. And a couple inches. And then you have finished your bracelet. You may need someone to help you tie it on, but you did a woven bracelet. So I want you guys to try this at home if you have yarn or floss, and post a picture on this video so that I can see what you came up with for your colors. And have a good day.